Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome back to Dungeonology. This is the Erasmus expansion. So these are basically you're playing as teachers rather than just your regular scholars. But they play the exact same as scholars, except they have some cool, fun new abilities. Just more playable characters. So we'll go ahead and hop in this and see what our 4 new playable characters look like. So I'm just going So one thing that's cool in here is we are getting 4 brand new boards, one for each. Sorry, we're getting 2 brand new boards, not 4. We're getting 2 brand new boards. But again, like all the other boards, they can be mixed and matched with any character. They kind of have the theming that kind of go with 2 of these characters, but they can be used with any different ones. We're gonna get a couple more stun tokens as well as 2 more information tokens to go with those. I'm not gonna pop these out and look at those right this moment. But yeah, we're gonna get some new characters, which is always fun. Just as a different set of stuff if you want. We are also going to get some more randomization cards that add in some new colors and some other stuff there. So let's pop these out. Alright. Let's bring this over here. What do we have listed in our book? Professors Emeritus. So yeah, these are just, the idea of it supposed to be is these are like other people from, they're probably they were older scholars that have done this already, and they're coming back to kind of you're gonna get to redo it. They're gonna re-up their studies. I guess is kind of the idea. I don't know if there's an actual story in here. Oh, there is. 4 new scholars coming from 4 corners of the world have joined the university, so they're kind of that. But it's still really fun. So 5-6 player setup rules. So we did this is neat. First player, 1 trick card. Second player, 2. Third player, 3. Fourth player, 4. Other players, number of trick cards equal to their hand value. Except third in the game, university based, but usual. But if there are not enough students in the reserve to fill it, all available ones are simply placed in the bag. Same applies for every time it's necessary to fill the bag. Because sometimes you might need more than there are. You have to fill 4 per every player, and there's 6 players, you might not have enough. There are the additional note boards. New note boards with the green player, and the 6th player must select the note board with the gray color. So if you are playing it, you should. I don't know if it doesn't make a difference. I wonder. If you have to pick one than the other, or if you could just pick any other color. I think if you're playing the core set, though, I think the idea is if you're playing the core set, you're still going to want one of the main ones. Otherwise, if you add in one of these, it might not come up as often. There are 8 new randomization cards, including the core game. Play the 5-6 player game. You must add the 4 cards in the V symbol for a 5 player and the VI for a 6th player. So if you're playing with the 1 color, you make sure you add the new one. I think once you add them in there, it doesn't matter what color anyone picks, as long as you're one of those colors. So this is going to go through and talk about each of their abilities. I'm going to kind of just skip over it. Now we have a bunch of extra language cards in there as well. Let's just go ahead. Let's look at our randomization cards first, and then we'll jump into our characters quick. They go this little E on the bottom to keep track of which one it is, so you know how to pull them out really quick. So we have a green arrow with a green cube, one with a red cube, a blue cube, a yellow cube, and then we have one for each different color, except this one doesn't have a green, but it has a purple instead. So yeah, very, very interesting. So this guy has four more cards, though, for each different color, so you can try and grab one of them. Very neat. Alright, let's hop right into our actual characters then. I did not separate them out at all, so I am a little bit behind here. But we have, and I'm going to apologize right now if I butcher any of these names because they are from alternate countries. And sometimes I don't always get those correct, but we have Meher, the Aesthetic. So here she is, I think, does it say what country they come from? Nope, just says, the Aesthetic, okay. Yeah, she's like a monk, looks like. kind of go in with some of the other different classes, but they're also kind of like different explorers, different cultures, teachers. It's really kind of cool. So she has an ability says at inner calm at the start of the game. Start the game with the study board value on your noteboard at +1. When you perform a studied action, never consider the alert value of the bonus given by the presence of a boss. So she can basically avoid bosses and you do stuff. Cool. And nearby on your perform a studied action, you get divination 1. So that's kind of neat. Her skills there on the bottom are going to be 3 students, 4 for her hand size, 5 for her movement. She can move around a lot, but she only has 2 for gathering cubes and 2 damage. If she becomes enlightened, ooh, look at that. She gets some arms of like Shiva and stuff. Inner calm stays the same, but it's just ultimate nirvana. She gains divination 2. She then lets you draw 2 extra cards. Enlightenment, when you perform a studied action, you may target information cubes in the zone or adjacent zones of any combination, starting from the leftmost zone using the alert value of your zone. Cool, so she can grab stuff from farther away. And then her stats just kind of go up. She does get, everything goes up. She gets 5 for her hand size, and then she goes up to 3 and 3 on her grabbing cubes, and as well as her stunning. So that's pretty cool. So it's going to be a very long video. It's just 4 characters to go through. Alright, up next we have Habibi. I'm not sure. She's a shaman. Let's just look at her miniature quick. Now, I am somewhat disappointed that none of these characters are showing up in Nova Yectus, right? The core characters are all in Nova Yectus as playable characters. It'd be cool if these guys got added. But she's the priestess. It says magical masks. You start the game with the magical masks card. She's a special magical mask card. Has some pictures on the back. We'll get those in just a sec. When you collect the information cube, you may put it on the corresponding slot of that card, eliminating any information cubes already present on it. Based on the information cube on the mystical mask card, you gain certain benefits as well as protection for certain information cubes. Shamanic prayer. When you perform the rest phase, you may exchange the information cubes on the mask with any information cube on your noteboard without eliminating either cube. Okay, cool. So, like, if she wants to put a green cube on and she already has a yellow one, she has to get rid of the other one. If she does it during her rest step, she can just swap them without having to eliminate one. So that's kind of cool. So she has 4 scholars, 4 hand size, 3 movement, 2 cubes, and she can take 3 damage. Her enlightened side, she puts the mask on. Well, that's kind of cool. Divination protection. During your turn, only you can play trick cards. Its effect is suspended when you do an espionage action until the moment you obtain a result. Neat. So when she just tries to do a regular study, no one else can bother her. And then her other mystical mask, as when not exalted. Okay, same effect, they just didn't bother to retype it in there. Okay, cool. Then she goes up to 5 students, 5 hand size, 3 movement, 3 and 3s. Very cool. So here's her extra little ability. I'm going to pull this off so we can see a little bit better. If she has the green, she has mint mask. It gives her an extra boot and protection from green. So this means no one can steal her green, or she can't lose green cubes. Now again, that's what protection does. It does not prevent you from giving them. In moving the zone, you may decide not to enter the zone you just placed. Oh, that's kind of neat. So you can place in your zone and opt to not even go into it. Maybe there's something bad right in there. Crimson Mask for red. Gets you an extra hand draw. And protection on red. End your turn phase before you draw a trick card. You may discard any number of trick cards. You don't have to wait to get to your rest step to do that. The blue Indigo Mask. Yes, I know blue and indigo are different colors, but the blue cube indigo mask gets you an extra cube intelligence when you perform a study or espionage action, divination 1. And the yellow for honey mask gets you 1 speed, 1 draw, 1 intelligence and drawing extra students. That's kind of cool. So it's basically, do you want one of these effects and the protection from those cubes and an additional little bonus, or do you want just the auxiliary effects? And then Royal Mask just gives you the protection from everything. So that might be kind of good to throw on there if you're trying to get out of the dungeon. Very, very cool. Very interesting. Alright, up next we have, and I am not even anywhere sure on how to pronounce this guy's name, the Jaguar Man, so Ichalupili, maybe? From South America. So he has Aztecian, basically. So we have like African, we have Asian, we have in Africa, which would be the priestess, the shaman. We have the monk, which would be like more of an Asian culture. We have South America, Aztecian here. He has some cats around him. And then the last guy is, we'll see in just a moment. I think he's like our European guy, and then all the rest of the guys are in, well, they're all in Italy, so they're in, not to say in America, but no, they're all in Italy. That's where this all comes from. So I think actually he's probably American, maybe. Kind of, technically. No, he's not. We'll see. Jaguar Man, Catman. Start the game with 4 cat tokens on your Cat Master card. So there's a Cat Master card, and it has some effects on here. We'll see those in a moment. We also have the token sheet, which has 4 cat tokens, which are double-sided. Have little abilities on some of them. Interesting. In your movement phase, you can use some or all of your speed value to move cat tokens as you place the dungeon instead of yourself. Divide this value between them and you as you prefer. Put a cat token in the dungeon back onto your Cat Master by eliminating one from your note, the top information cube, type indicated on that cat token, so kind of whatever color token they are. When you perform a rest phase, you may put all your cat tokens back on the Cat Master card. So you can put your cats back by eliminating cubes, or go to the rest area to do it for free. Otherwise, you can move them around the board. We'll have to see what they do. So he has 3 students, 5 hand size, 3 movement, 2 cubes, and 3 damage. If we exalt him, it's actually one of the few times the exalted has more picture showing, but all the cats are like going there, guys. So Cat Master stays the same, but it's Fierce Cats. The 2 of the cats, Chico and Lilo, gain steady bonus of +2 for each of these cat tokens in your zone. And Zenzero and Ninja add 2 to the alert value of the zone where each of these cat tokens is located. So the one helps you gain extra bonus to do stuff. The other one makes the alert area harder for other players. I think his speed goes up to 6. His hand size also goes up to 6. Did he actually lose? No, okay, I thought maybe he lost some stats. I don't think anyone ever loses stuff. Alright, so let's look at his cat card here. So if you have a green cube on here, place the Chica token on your zone or in the adjacent or linked zone, showing the side with the study bonus. You obtain this bonus while you are in this token's zone. Zenzero, place the Zenzero token in your zone or an adjacent zone, showing the side with the alert bonus. Add this bonus to the zone's alert value for other scholars only. So yeah, so one gives you a bonus, one gives your opponent a negative alert, and they'll show on there. +1 for you, +1 for them. What do the other 2 do? Lilu action. If Lilu token is on this card, place it in your zone, then you may move up to a maximum of 4 zones. Then perform a studied action in the token zone as if you're in. You only target a single information cube, but you don't need to choose the leftmost. Okay, cool. So if it's on the board, you can send it out to do an action. So the other 2, basically, wherever they are, they're going to affect the zone that they're in, or in adjacent or linked zones, so they can kind of help out that way, or hurt the opponent. These other guys, you send them out to get a cube for you, and then for Ninja, if the Ninja token is on this card, place it in any zone, then perform the espionage action without sacrificing a student on a scholar in the zone's token zones. Subterfuge and exploration trick card bonuses count as double for this action. So cool. So the one lets you kind of study and steal one from the tile, the other one lets you steal one from somebody else. That's really neat. And if you look at this as well, if you have furious stats, the two of them, Chico and Lilu, so the one that already gave you +2, and the other one, if it gets sent out and just stays there until you put it back, gets you +2 bonuses for each of these stats. And the other two adding alert zone is, add 2 to the alert zone, so that's pretty crazy. And again, just reiterate how you put this back. So during your turn, put attack token and dungeon back in your column by eliminating a thing. So if you want to move them to a different zone, you can eliminate a cube and put them back on there. Or you can wait till you get to the rest step. So for the bottom two, you're going to want to do that so you can keep using their effects over and over. Potentially the top two, maybe because you want to move your bonus or negative bonus somewhere else. Cool. Alright, then our last scholar is Raul, the Conquistador. So he's probably from Europe. I think he's from together. So we have Italy and then we have Europe. So we have a couple of England people, or not English, Europeans, I should say. So he's a conqueror. Look at his miniature there. He's got the big old torch. He's ready to search some dungeons, explore the jungles. Got his map. All the big old puffy shoulders. Alright, so what does he do? As a conqueror, during a stealth test, you can double the bonus value of a single social or notoriety trick card just played from your hand. Cool. And then for the queen, when you perform a study action, take 1 stun token, not avoid its effect, to target an additional information cube. So you can basically, he's like, I have to get more information, so you have to do that. But hey, you don't have to pay the extra alert bonus to do it. He's just kind of greedy. So 3 students, 5 for hand size, 3 movement, 2 cubes, and 3 damage. If we exalt him, his eyes glow on fire. Keeps conqueror, but he gains my life for the queen. When you perform a study action, take 1 stun token, cannot avoid it, to target 1 additional information cube without raising the alert value of the zone. Oh, okay. So the other time you have to do it, this time he doesn't have to. Interesting. So the other one forces him to actually take 2 cubes every time. So it's kind of a bad thing. Burn. When you perform the study action before declaring the target information cubes, you may eliminate 1 information cube of your choice from the zone. Oh, that's kind of neat then, right? So if it's like, let's say if there's a green, a purple, or a green, a yellow, and a purple, and you don't really need the green, you could burn the green one to automatically make the next 2 available for you. That's kind of cool. That is neat. Alright, so that's what we have for this expansion. So Dungeonology Emeritus. So yeah, if you're looking for 4 extra new characters to play, or if you want to play a 5-6 player game, definitely pick up this expansion. Get you the extra different characters to try out. And then mix and match with the other characters if you want to try something there. Or if you have other expansions that have some of the other characters, now you can play, again, a 5-6 player expansion, which makes all them extra characters even more vital if you want to have more people in the game. Alright, check out the rest of the Dungeonology stuff. See you guys later. Bye.